Battlefield 1's formula for large-scale, objective-driven warfare is as intense and theatrical as ever against the haunting backdrop of World War I. Its single-player campaign is a short but pleasant surprise that does a good job spotlighting the key technology of the era. But it's the exhilarating multiplayer that really capitalizes on the potential of this old-school arsenal, bringing a number of subtle changes that keep the combat balanced and smart while still allowing for the hallmark chaos that makes Battlefield such a fantastic first-person shooter series. The Battlefield series has not been known for the quality of its single player in recent years, so Battlefield 1's campaign is a nice change of pace. The way each story juggles charm and tragedy in equal measure helps humanize the war and the people that fought it with welcome restraint. The horror, grit, and tragedy of World War I's many fronts are captured with riveting detail, lending each level a grimy, rugged mood and hauntingly gorgeous style that distinguishes this game from any of its predecessors. Simplistic objectives hold it back, but a strong sampling of some of World War I's most iconic weaponry and vehicles make it a worthy primer for multiplayer. Naturally, multiplayer is what we're all here for. This is where large-scale skirmishes unfold as emergent stories, and where things really start to shine. Battlefield 1 stands out from its recent predecessors thanks to its outstanding selection of World War I weapons. Battlefield 4 suffered a bit from an overabundance of samey firearms, but Battlefield 1's guns are distinct, varied, and customizable where it matters. While a lack of recoil-reducing, spread-controlling attachments means you can't custom-tailor each weapon to your exact liking, it does end up demanding more careful experimentation and intimacy with the inherent strengths and weaknesses of the firearms themselves. The old-timey charm and weightiness also lends a lot to the look and feel of its chaotic multiplayer. Vehicles are more fun than ever to operate and destroy. Biplanes control with ease and precision. Tanks, from the lumbering A7V to the compact convenience of the FT-17, are unique and deadly additions to any skirmish. Teams have to work together to counter armored vehicles, resulting in plenty of interesting interplay between class-specific gadgets. New vehicle-based classes can spawn directly into available vehicles and conveniently repair from the inside. Hopping out to repair, like in previous games, is the quicker option, but it's also riskier. One of several things that makes team play and squad dynamics feel more important than ever. Spotting enemies has also become more precise and far less generous, demanding more caution and smarter positioning from both teams and resulting in more unpredictable and fun firefights. Battlefield 1 ups the tension in another way with an awesome new game mode called Operations, which combines the large-scale, long-term intensity of Conquest with the close-quarters action of Rush. Cutscenes lend interesting historical context between matches, and combined with the multi-map, hour-long battles, that makes Operations feel more like an interconnected campaign than the abstract, isolated skirmishes of Conquest. But Conquest still serves as the best, most immediate way to experience everything Battlefield has to offer, with the added freedom of a wide-open map. Very few of the 9 launch maps are compelling in terms of layout, but even the most boring levels are bolstered by the addition of powerful Behemoth-class vehicles, which offer an exciting way to turn the tide of a battle and make the remaining push for both sides more interesting. The removal of Battlefield 4's Levolutions and an increase in dynamically destructible environments also makes the physical transformation of each map an exciting, emergent, and ongoing activity rather than a manufactured event. Battlefield 1 does an amazing job transplanting the fantastic chemistry of the series' traditional multiplayer action into the weaponry and vehicles of World War I. The era brings with it not only a visually striking backdrop for classic game modes like Conquest and the compelling new Operations, but a distinct personality that touches everything from its rich lineup of distinctly designed weapons to its surprisingly poignant single-player campaign. While maps are not its strong point, Battlefield 1's dynamically destructible environments and the minutely balanced mechanics of its classes and gadgets keep the moment-to-moment first-person shooting more varied and engaging than ever. For more on all things Battlefield, stick with IGN.